Tag side, though, the look has been similar, at least in this
I think
round,
Paperx
as
are
the
already
last time
there,
they
personally.
played. Now going out with this double duelist and not having a Vice.
I put a minus
less
next to
lurking,
some of the stuff
on
that
the C site than he does
Fnatic
on
did,
A,
just because it was different matters.
From
It's harder to do what Paperx
to
do.
kick things off. You'll see this a lot in the rifle rounds too. And the inserts on and the lurks on the A side are more going to be around Sadak, who's already walking up here close to the staircase. And he's down.
It's a nice start.
Just keeping it going from last map. Jogamo feeling on fire right now, and he's still going to step forward. He's good. Sorry, that was Heat stepping forward towards the smoke. And they just, I think that's an insert. They're going to go all the way back
different
around to the
matters
other
and
side
only
now,
one
make
map
sure the
change
spike
is
stays
huge,
safe.
man. Whereas now you get like
Right now,
4
too,
map
it's
changes.
like they have to break this
Sometimes
door,
it's
and
5 in a year.
They could just put the razor vines up, they call up the walls,
And then
you can hide
instead of
behind
just the
that as
same
well,
meta,
and
it kind of
he's gonna be in a
changes
good
3
spot,
times throughout a
right?
year
So
as well.
It's all up to Les.
Pretty
with
much
his lurks,
changes
with
like
his timing,
power
what he's
masters,
trying
really.
to do here by baiting the walls, by opening doors, by forcing these over rotates from G2 and figure out where they could finish.
The wall breaks, both doors open. G2 has to be like, wait, they're everywhere on the map. What can we get a peek on? And it plays out in Crew's favor.
Spike going on this.
Starts that off very
Spike going
nice to start
C.
taking down G2
VALORANT
members.
has Omen
Where's the
flash.
next one? It doesn't seem like the plan was fully engaged to keep going forward. That's going to be towards C where they end. And Leaf already stops a rotation over from Heat here. Valen will delay.
Nice from Valen.
Down with 10 seconds
Even
left,
though the
as
time's
shells are gonna be
low,
way
doesn't go
too
for
far
anything crazy, just plays the
to
numbers.
try to deny this. So it'll go down, less pushing forward, but still loses the fight over against Leaf.
His pistol.
Yeah, now 2-player advantage for G2 for the retake. Look at all these flashes.
Paranoia through. The flashes you're talking about. Nice high ground by MW0. Wait a minute. They're stepping up
Yeah,
now
pretty
to stop
strong.
G2 from even getting position on
Good
the
little
site.
double
Both
swing for
still
them.
able to hold that back elbow. You can see Trent, Valen slowing it down to figure out what's the best way in. They're going to kind of separate on this angle. It is already going to work. The classic's good. Valen didn't even get a reload on there just to keep things quiet, so they had the upper
Wait,
hand.
how did he
Oh my
manage to get his
God,
movement up there in
parkour
like 13
from Dante,
HP?
But he goes down. Trent with that
Very impressive
defuse.
how
Now they're
VALORANT
gonna
played
get-
that
yeah, they're
though.
gonna give it to Trent.
A lot
Okay.
of players, when
Just
it was like
checking.
13 seconds and they're getting
Get
over
the
towards
Seekers
the
up
plant
quick,
spot,
and
that would maybe
G2,
just go
yeah,
for a bit of a hero
that
play,
is
especially
a
when they put the
very
smoke
hard
down.
retake to keep looking at where the enemy might be coming from with so many flashes.
You have to thank Leaf a little bit as
You
well
would
to save that with that kill
imagine
onto
this
Leaf.
kill
With that
was
first and
the
the
most
second one to
important.
Lessig, it really gave a chance for G2 to come through because I feel like the first mistake came out from Baby Bay pushing out towards that front B site. Yes, all the doors and walls got broken, but if they were going to commit towards the C site, Val was still there on the top. He could play soft site and
And the
escape. He could
broadcast
call
down
those numbers for the
slightly
team.
shut.
So you don't really need to explore around the map when even break room door hasn't really been broken yet from the get-go. So
Did it.
a little
Tiny
bit of a
amounts.
misstep, but G2 still manages to salvage the pistol round to put Crew into an eco bandit in the hands of NW0
3
and as
Spectres,
well
2
as Heat.
Stingers on
They
defense.
are the ones that are able to find a little bit of
Skydog
contact
clears all
for,
of A, they can set one up.
last couple of fights from the first map onto the pistol round into this one as well. But before picking up with Norb, I think they want to try to surprise here an opponent on the C side first.
Valen ready to paranoia through the
I think
follow-up.
Spectre's a
Just
good round
find
too.
him on Baby
I think
Bay.
so, yeah.
They're ready for it.
I'm a fan of this buy.
Nicely done. They're going to have to figure out how to get this wall down if they're really going to want these strats to work out from that Vice.
Like this on defense, I think is pretty strong. And then the 2/3 rifle stuff on attack is probably what I would do these
I want
days.
to confirm as well that
But only on
tap on the
attack.
spike is going to happen before the rest of the crew could, or at least the rest of G2 could rotate over, sorry, to deny Crew. I was going to say NW0 should just pull
The
back
only
from
reason
the
this
orb on
wouldn't
the
be
C
good
side
is if my
instead, but at least
team's
they can
crap
plant
with
down
Stingers.
to still get a pip and also money across the board for the team.
Torn apart. A lot of plants going down in the corner now, too. Nobody really wants to play the mound, especially when smokes are still up. You kind of get messed up. So it does require you to be in the site. If you're in the site, those flashes are going to be a lot easier to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely with the way that G2's currently playing so far, the double flashes, the reason why Trent's coming into this one as well is it helps into the flood retakes that they're trying to do. On the other end, though, for Crew, with the way that they're setting up here on their default,
For the Crypto, the
so
Prime,
way
thank
that
you for
they
the
set up
19
Crew here
months.
on their
Thank you so much.
defaulting, especially here with less on the C side, with the lurk from Sadak on the A side.
How do you
is
feel about the
whenever Crew
solo
wants to
Sky on
finish
this?
towards C,
I don't
they
mind
kinda
it
utilize
too
as well
much
the snake bite
because
from less.
I
They
think when you
utilize
have the
way
double
more
jug,
util
well,
to
I think when you have the
overthrow the C-side
Juggernaut
defense,
Raise,
they can
it's
really
kind of bringing back a lot of
cleanly
the
move
stuff
into the
that
site.
used to do in EG.
Holy moly.
I prefer a fade, but
Because Jogamo got right up in the face of KRU there, and it looked like they had to peel back Trent so he could stay alive through the door.
Tried to go for
you
that.
can pop a little easier.
Flash satchel right into the front and try to take one down. At least he did some damage. You know, heat's low and W0 is low as well. There's still a chance here for Baby Bay to do his own damage should KRU decide once again to finish towards the C side. So remember, the util available. Les still has his snakebite.
It's good in these situations.
Look at how much you're going to utilize here once they start.
Question mark over towards the Skydog obviously lasts longer than Fade would. So they can clear all of this out. Get that rotate going. Get C strong. Might even be able to get the Sky here in time.
On the map now as they start to back up while still just dwindling the numbers of KRU.
Holy.
Yeah. There we go. There's another one.
Well,
and this is the gun round, by the way, for KRU, the bonus for G2.
Smokes are gone. Paint shells are gone. Now it comes down to hero plays. Les needs to find another time.
One person fake over towards C, walk into B.
Really has to start activating.
I just have to be a B retake.
Slide into the sights only really considered if there's a follow-up, so they're going to know this is slightly fake. Yeah, nobody commits. They're just sitting in waterfall. Maybe a flash, but this has to be the team in mid going.
Wait.
They reconsider because of the wall? Do they have time?
Seconds.
No. I mean,
Alan might just spam him.
Credit to actually getting the members of G2
doesn't have the gun for it.
But now you're still going to have the whole bucket of utility getting thrown in your face as they get back. Less trying to get a quick shot in on anybody looking for the peak, but they give up the angle.
Well, they only have a flash now for G2 and not the best weapons.
Oof.
The share's good enough.
What?
Dude, look at that damage. Look at the HPs. 13, 14.
This is yeah.
They're self-concussing too as they're blinded.
It's exactly why it's so hard to be in sight versus G2. Literally,
fair play, man. Trent just made that insanely easy.
That's crazy stuff, and it looked like they were playing with their food the whole time. There was no pressure on G2 whatsoever.
Thank you.
I mentioned the best weapons that they had were Spectres, but it's actually the sheriff from Trent that picks up all 3 kills, going for another multi-round.
There's a good stake one on here.
Multi-frag round.
I got no idea. The problem is I got no idea what everything's called, man.
I think that Vice wall was still up towards that B side, so like, crap, there's 10 seconds left. What do we do, guys? Like, we have to commit now for a last-second hit. At least they'll get the plant down, but that's your gun round. Just fully denied by the bonus of G2, who brought barely anything into the round. And yeah, you're going to call the stop right away here for Zonic. We'll have a conversation with KRU, and this is now 3 defuses in a row by G2.
Valen said earlier, when he was, right before we went to break, he was talking to the team. He's like, remember, don't give too much respect when you're playing. I think the other thing is happening where KRU is not respecting G2 enough at this point and what they're going to be able to bring to the table.
Yeah, I've not been here.
How they need to formulate before moving forward. Everything seems to be a little half-baked here, and G2 just tears it apart as soon as they see the first part of the protocol.
Yeah. I think what was nice, too, from the, as you were saying, disrespect your opponents, was that satchel play from Trent and Jogimo right on the top of rock at the A main. Because, again, talk about the... What are the win cons for KRU whenever they're winning so many rounds? Why this map is like a playground for Les, who's dropped on average like 20 kills and their 5-1 record so far on this map in the VCT Americas.
I like that. Thanks for the recommendation.
It's because of the inserts and the plays that they have over on the A site. So G2 doesn't want to give a chance for that to happen, because look at it. They're doing amazing when it comes to the retakes because of the util from Trent and how they flood together. So if you at least take out one of those check boxes from KRU, that is the win con for them to enter towards the A side like this. Well, it makes it a little bit easier for you to play your defense.
Do you think if a player struggles with nerves, a shot of vodka or 2 would help them, or does it impact their mechanics too much? It's not a long-term fix, is it though, mate? I can't get my guys drunk every single game.
The whole process is being taken apart. Okay, they deserve that.
Yep.
They deserve that for sure. Sadak, a great attempt there into the hot line of where somebody might be hiding near stairs. And they are trying to build up heat on these alt points. Just a few more before he can rip off a showstopper and start to flex his muscles.
Okay, so info on 2 players going through break and 1 popping up the doors, or the wall on that B side. So G2 knows the hit is inside B now.
It becomes almost a game you see on other maps, right? Take out the wall, but just do it so the wall is down type situation. KRU is going to have to really start
it's a hard
messing
retake.
with G2's utility
a lot of this is down to this Baby Bay playing this correctly.
Nightfall could be
needs to open the door, create pressure, just
off the contact.
stay alive, not commit.
Nice retaliation.
fair play, bro.
goes through. BabyBay's able to finalize
God, he
two.
did way better than I thought he was going to do here.
And he's just going to go ahead
And we
throw down the
Visoled
ultimate.
this.
Jogamo heads into the site. What a shot from Heat. He has been on fire throughout the series, but it hasn't been enough to get the map wins. Is this going to be the play that puts KRU on the scoreboard for Lotus? He's trying to deny with the... Oh, no!
Mate, what a lovely round from BabyBay, by the way.
Holds it.
I didn't realize he would have to do
Pain
this
shells
much.
missed, satchels missed. BabyBay doing the nay-nay. And another retake for G2.
It's your fear.
Jeez.
Look at him storming through all these
His
kills.
confidence is ridiculous. And you just see it in his eyes. It's like when they're moving from side of the map to side of the map, it's like there's a job to be done. It's not, I'm waiting for Utah, I'm waiting for somebody. He is just there making it happen. No consideration for anything else. It's been incredible to watch BabyBay.
Yeah. Again, it goes back to the confidence of G2 playing to their roles, right?
It's true. That confidence is everything. See, through
Dude, he nearly got a double there. Big kill.
Tem a parede aqui, eu vou passar aí também.
Tá, tô cravado se ele pica. Não consigo te ajudar.
Eu tô chamando pra bola aqui. Então...
Guys, o homem tá com
Consigo,
HP, tá? Não tem medo do homem,
consigo. Peraí. É moquei, vou hangar, 3, 2, 1, moquei.
Eu acho que é esse que curou ele, tá?
É, voltou.
Se pá, esse que curou o homem.
Ok, planta escondido só. Momo, gana backside aqui. Eu volto pra você ganhar o espaço, tá?
Tá.
Eu voltar, 1, 2...
Vamos meter para negas?
Não vi nada aqui no seu, Momo. Nada.
Tá.
Eles vão em costas.
Eu vou mocar...
Eu vou achar seu,
Eu vou mocar aqui, mano.
E no costas. Vocês venenam?
Vamos achar aqui pra frente,
Vai
Matias.
apertar céu e o resto...
Tá lobando. Eu quero.
Eu morro de lado, guys. Morre não. Morre agora, agora morre.
Vai passar com bagueira, Dante.
Renovou esse mapa.
Bom, entrou.
Acabou.
Cara, eu acho que, tipo assim, o que você queria fazer já valeu. Você põe...
What do you do at this point, Riv?
I didn't realize
so
G2
far
looking
opening
like
that door
this.
for Trent, and that dog got so
They're
much
looking
value
good.
for G2. It allowed for Leaf to get the spray through the smoke, for them to set up for a double flash for the retake. As much as you want to have the comms here for KRU and to TP to get information, yes, you TP on top of Heaven, but what's your reaction onto that? They only inserted somebody towards that pit.
I like Vic a lot though, man. Vic's super
going into
nice.
there, or to try to fight a different angle to really not allow for G2 to set up into these retakes.
That was impressive though. I will say, at the moment, I feel like they're getting max value out of the Skydog. Every single time I see a Skydog, it's either clearing the question mark over towards here, or like in this one on the rotate, they manage to clear all of tree, and at the same time get a spam off of it.
They love taking the space.
Like they're making the Skydog look so good. Prowler doesn't clear close. I think these three should just be jump spotting a little.
Ooh, nice check.
They need to bait a little
He had an
better.
extra moment, fell asleep with the wheel there, but now they try to pick up and clean up the situation. It's some pretty good trades from both sides there.
Really, and 10
But that
HP.
spike down.
Wow.
Everything was looking so good for KRU because Leaf only had 10 HP left. He gets dinged by a Phantom. The numbers were good for KRU on the fights, despite having less numbers. But now it's spiked down. And now it's KRU having to re-clear everything on their own. Thankfully, though, they have Showstopper if they want to get into sights. But right now for G2, they're the ones that are going to have to go on a mission here to reposition themselves and try to recut, thinking here that KRU are going to re-rotate back towards the A side after picking up the spike, which is why you see this push here from Leaf. And as soon as he moves across here and he sees that the spike's not there, it's confirmed. It's going to finish towards the C site, and Leaf will have the timing.
So now BabyBay, actually, you can see him speed up a little bit as he kind of shift walking, letting go, getting a little bit more space, and this is huge. He's got full health, so he doesn't matter if he doesn't mind if he stays up for the fight. Heat drops him where he stands, and now they have to worry about what's coming around from the back. Didn't see it. He just skips by the angle that would have given them Leaf's hairline.
Just remember, though, this showstopper from Heat is pretty much a done deal, unless there's the biggest mistakes that comes out from KRU on this 2 versus 1.
Okay.
They're on the board.
They're
on the board and they got knocked.
There. They've got one. They're on the board. They know it's possible. We see a light at the end of the tunnel, but it's going to take a lot. You can see not everybody on the team is kind of sharing the same vibe right now as they are locked in, and they know a lot of work needs to be done.
Look at that. For Les to clear that spot too is very nice. Because you mentioned it, the Prowler missed in the first place. It contacted the Valen. Valen went for a fake TP as well. And that forced here and allowed KRU to think that they had space to take. We saw a huge engagement in terms of fights. But it's down to the last two players that we saw here on the 2 versus 2 to save that round for KRU, and we'll hold that thought. Here comes the first
absolutely sent it.
And this
Old
time
school
not
Omen
denied.
flash.
As
Any
instant
spam
trades
on
come
that?
through in a 4 versus 4, and the escape comes out from Sadak once again.
Instant
the way that he
call
moves
is
into the rubble
to
and always escape cleanly
not
with the
overreact.
TPs. But it's still a 4 versus 4.
And this is a big rotation now. They're able to actually insert Leaf on that this time. Remember, it was Trent backing
Okay,
up
no
through
wall
the
here.
door. So they have a bigger read on
Fighting
what they
over
can
towards
continue to
A.
do. Not
It's pretty
fully
obvious
on
where the
A
wall
main
is.
just yet, but they have that rubble control to make a good decision.
Trent's backing up. I think he's going to try to dog here potentially at the minute mark to see if a rehit's coming through. But instead,
that's a lot of
KRU's actually
damage.
making a lot of noise to rehit towards the C site. So you'll save that dog for a bit. Baby Bay's being smoked out though, so
Greedy, 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 greedy.
Always on flank confirmation. Baby Bay with another smoke through kill. Really finding those hot lines of where somebody's going to be in the action. Ooh, that was close. Leaf actually got a little bit of a hit there on Sadak for sure.
Does it
that
go up
hit
to
is
the
gonna be
spike?
difficult though, because it's made
Looks
for
like
them
it
to play
does.
spam on mound, but Leaf is going to be an issue towards that front of that C site.
They can walk up to the spike and be real weird with it too. On that angle and just start messing with KRU. MW0 waiting left, right, the peak. He double takes on it and it's going to be enough to take Leaf down. Baby Bay answering, rushing into the site. It's G2 looking like they're on top here. The defuse
Nice
is going
shot
to be
from
tough.
Baby
No,
Bay.
no, it's not. MW0 goes down as Baby Bay gets the 3K and the defuse.
What a big retake by Baby Bay and Trent as well. I like to say Valen did the selfless play. TP inside the pit so he gets the information and instantly they take down the Viper. So
Yeah, they
as
handled it well, man.
drops,
The
players
TPM
are
from
getting caught
Valen's
off
good.
guard out in the open.
No
It
matter what,
allows
they get a
here
trade-off of
Trent
it.
and Baby Bay to win that 2 versus 1. It was a nice idea for the side of KRU. But again, as much as we praise on how Lotus is a playground for Les, it's also the playground for Leaf. Both of those players, as the Viper role, are always going to find their timings and their lurks and their backstabs, and Leaf is doing an excellent job here to create
It's
that
a must-win for
disruption
KRU. They got to start using
the
some
high
ults.
fraggers
They
for
just got it
this
all in their
map.
ults
Baby
there.
Bay and Trent
Crazy.
to do some work.
Yeah, Baby Bay's been doing some work. Jogamo here about to be
Too far
called
gone if they
on
don't
by
lose this.
4
Oh
members.
my
Straight
god.
at him. Gets the shot. What a
Wait.
slide. Oh, it's so blind. The lasers are going everywhere. Sadak gets the kill. Stinger pick up. They got to slow it down. Slow it down. He's
Dude,
about
a 1
TP
for
out of
1.
nowhere. All right, we're good.
And it's a good call by Valen to just stall everything right away, because if they wanted to continue to
thanks
fight
so much for
towards
the
that
tier
front
1.
of that
Appreciate the
B
42
site,
months, Liz.
Showstopper
Thank you for
Pete
that.
was right there. So yeah, you'll trade it on the 1v1. Both duelists are down. Make it a little bit difficult here for KRU to get full value of site control here. They might have to now leverage the Showstopper to get into a site. Caught off guard.
Oh, all right. They punish G2 for getting a little antsy, pushing up in this round. I think G2 wanted to trade it up a little bit with what they were doing since it was going to be
Why
ults
do they
for
pick?
KRU. They're trying to get that no respect play style in a little
Oh,
bit.
just where Leaf
They're
left.
still not confident though for KRU to really engage into the A site after already taking down 2 players fully committed, overextended towards the A entrance. So they re-hit towards that B site. It's a perfect call. There's no wall being held on that spawn. It's currently being led up by Baby Bay over on A. This might be a chance here for KRU to string 2 rounds now. Well, actually, no, get a second round into half, sorry.
Nah.
Dude, he is executing so well
Oh
in
my
so many
God.
situations. Leaf there as well. The
Vision
ultimate
block
picked
as
up
well.
Baby Bay last round playing into this one to help him string the rounds together again.
Could go
He's
close
got
and all, but
And they're looking
A
at
little weird.
Nightfall to come back at him. Baby Bay.
Nice.
Good shots by MW0. Really needed there for KRU to
Yeah,
come
much
back on
needed
top.
round.
And they keep another round in their favor.
Maybe
Nice
that's
in
the
the
reason
2v4
why as
to get
well
it down to a
that Leaf
2v2.
didn't want to commit into the pit. The Nightfall being available that was held since the beginning of the round for NW0. But also they didn't really have the information of where NW0 was playing. They only knew the paint shells were being thrown from the B main, so they wanted to confirm where the last 2 players were at before. Now a little bit too late, as HPs were dropped from the Nightfall and the fights were perfect for NW0.
force him down to an eco. That's how close
Back
the
and
rounds have been.
forth. The reset does actually hurt G2. That's one
Yeah.
way to get under their skin. And this is actually going to be the push that we have not seen from KRU. This has been G2 space right off the bat the last few rounds.
And they could do this because G2's on an eco. There's only pistols now, hero rifle for Baby Bay, soloing the C site.
Spikes down 2, so they're kind of testing the waters here, and it seems warm. Come on in, they say. Heat grabs 2. The spike will now follow as the door gets open, and a quick cleanup, very fluid round here by KRU. We can see what it looks like when they're all behind each other for that play.
Also switching out the orbs as well. Thought you might want to give it over to Heat, but he loses it to a classic.
Still an alt orb.
Still an full orb, but MW0 is going to be the one picking up the slack here for the spike to get planted.
It's unlucky.
Remember, there's still a hero rifle, though, for Baby Bay. It's been pretty good here so far with it, but just got caught.
One enemy remaining.
Just heard that bounce off his helmet, too.
Yeah, and he's going to save that.
And he will be waiting. Saving this one? Oh, no. Chase down.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
Stop
no
chasing.
way. No way. Dante says, oh, okay, never mind. Oh, my gosh. It's been kind of incredible from a chamber play to, which is, right, you would be, oh, you're operator, op clutch, rifle, you know, you need scope clutch.
Trigger, yeah.
As soon as he gets both kills,
And
there's no
with Vice, it's
hesitation,
still,
just,
like, playing
I'm
off
going
the
for
utility
it.
well. Situations where, like chamber, you could play off utility.
Oh,
you
he
get a
can
quick
buy
shot
next
and be out,
anyway.
but there's still the 1v1s, clearing Baby Door, the fights at the end. He, honestly, it's really well-rounded from Baby Bay, and you wouldn't expect it with the agents he's been bringing.
And the setups that he currently plays too on his Vice is very similar to how they're playing with the trap on the chamber, right? They're always moving that wall around. On the attack side could also be very good for G2 if they want to utilize that more on the attack. But yeah, definitely the rifling for Baby Bay on this agent is looking pretty good today.
It's not something you usually get when it's a scoper, honestly. They usually don't level
Same
out like
thing,
that.
run it back.
All right. Where are they going to go this time? It seems like G2's given a little bit of that space now to set a trap.
They haven't been really fighting back here.
Might be
towards
that
the
same thing that we see with the Skydog. It gets silent here for like 10 more seconds.
As well, an operator comes out.
I feel
So
like we're
we're
going to see a Skydog from now.
And again,
Oh,
KRU,
bit of sound.
it's almost looking like their attack side,
he
they're
popped
starting
it
to
anyway.
take a little bit more control of how they want to play here.
It's a
They're
bit early.
defaulting around the map because again,
I wonder if
the
he
presence of
like
West alone
did
will
it
always
just as
keep
the
one
sound
player
came in.
G2 around of like not really want to overcommit or overextend.
I felt like the door had
to watch
opened and then
towards
he
the
did it,
lane,
but who knows.
of B or C because that's where less been posted for a lot of these times. It allows for KRU now to group up as 5 players, go for a split into the A site with util.
Ooh, lining them up. Still hurt. Want to get that seize back.
Really? Look at that
What?
confidence.
No way.
Realizes
you just got 2 kills
that
with 8
they
HP.
know
The
they've done
seize was
damage to
beautiful
him.
there
His
to
other
lock
rest
down
of
what
his
they
team
needed
is
to
making
do.
sound.
What a
And he
replay
pushes
from
through with
Dante.
8
I'm sorry,
HP.
from MW0 there.
Look at that.
The Seekers will not get too much value as well for KRU. And MW0 with those kills, Nightfall now
Their
available. Look at him
confidence is
posted up there.
nuts.
Now
Another
this time they have
fatal.
numbers to actually react on the pings that they get and maybe even fight more towards heaven.
I think they have to
This
save,
time
right?
it's a high-low on that spot just by the ropes, and that might be the call for
Too
G2 to
hard.
fall back and save. Just too much information given away.
I'm impressed with his
And maybe
confidence
they
there.
will pull back, and yeah, a nice round by MW0. Because at first, whoever is playing towards tree, I think it was Valen, right, spamming here with the door here through the Viper wall, should have had that kill onto MW0 and put G2 comfortably on a 5 versus 3.
Yeah. So what has it been from KRU? Kind of since that showstopper and then a bit more confidence, they've been fluid on what they really want to do.
Yeah, like I said, it's them trying to be more assertive on the A robo control and realizing that G2 is not really fully committing into fighting in that spot in the first place. They're probably thinking, okay, well, they're probably playing the 1-3-1 setup to have the Vice solo on the A site potentially. We still have power of numbers to play that on a 5 versus 1, 5 versus 2 at max. Especially when the door's not being broken as well at the beginning of the round for G2.
Yeah.
They allow themselves to take more position here. Map control towards orb. So that's free orbs as well picked up every single
Could
time here for
be
KRU
about
from the
their
amount of times that they've been pushing
reactions.
towards that
Could
spot.
be
So
about the
a timeout
Skydog.
for Josh RT. Maybe that will be a change of plan
Could
for them
be
to
that
maybe
every
break
single
that
time they're
door
playing
open.
passive over towards A,
Maybe
they're
that
getting
would've
wrecked,
given
so they
an
might need to fight
opportunity
A
for
again.
John to get value with the operator
Yeah.
as well. And they could actually encroach. I mean, think about it. If you're going to try to play Viper Wall up on the A side and you're tapping on the orb, now you have operator, maybe Trent's got to be there with flashes as well, so you're not forcing yourself to commit for rumble fights every single time, but you still have ways to fight into the map control that's attempted by KRU on that side, which hasn't been demonstrated here on that fight by the breakable door the last 2 rounds.
I wonder, do we go back towards A? I think G2 might finally think it goes towards the left side of the map, but KRU has favored it, gaining the space, controlling a little bit, like you said, working alt orbs on and off, just to keep that movement silent. Operator still for Jogamo here, and honestly, G2 is kind of be at a loss a bit for seeing, what, 5 rounds in a row be perfect defuse rounds with their util, and now they haven't had a chance to set that retake protocol up.
Yeah. But now you're seeing it, right? They're putting Jogamo on this A side. Trent is also there with the flashes.
Okay, fight over
Instead of
towards
breaking
A.
that door, they're putting him into
As simple
potentially
as
the
that.
top boxes, already saturated
Kind
on the
of.
top there.
Fight over towards
Or
A,
he's gonna
but
just try to play
it's
in
going to
front of it, just
wall
try to
up,
get up
and
the
then they were
up
going
line
to
down.
fight it deeper. Yeah.
Meanwhile, though, you did
Omen
see
over towards door was
the
going to
attack
flash,
smoke
they were
being
going to
thrown,
send
but
it.
nobody really moving into that, so they kind of already
Once it
know
gets
after this
quiet,
dark
instead, the
confirmation that
Sky Dog
nobody's
up,
really leaning
open
towards
door,
the A side
put 2
control
here,
for KRU.
rotate out.
So that's going to force now Baby
Small
Bay to
window
be
where
on
they can
his
hit
toes
C
and
right
maybe
now.
fall back here once he realizes the hit coming in from KRU.
I think they read that as an op too, with the way the Jog kind of jumped on it. You don't really rifle.
This is kind of weird, by the way.
Like that. So Les
Don't
says
put
no more
anyone
peek
close,
here.
but every
We are
single
gonna
time
be
they
working
have done a
towards the left
Sky
side
Dog,
of the
they've
map
kind
as
of
he
put
keeps
someone
an eye
here
on
or
the
here.
rotation. Here goes the hit, right into the vice. Util, we've seen this before. Back to C
See
site
what Leaf
now
can
for
get from his
KRU
spam. That's pretty much the only thing
to
that's
see
going
if
to go
they
down
can
here.
shut down the G2 timeout.
They won't be able to deny this plant here for G2. There's no paint shells coming across as well because the
Wait.
Op's still watching down that line. And a little bit of a trade towards the smoke, but nice little sprays coming in from Waterfall. It's another player to fall.
Great flash.
Oh, that paranoia was still wearing off.
What
They
a
weren't ready
flash,
for
man.
it. Jumping around a
Should
little
be
bit
enough
of a reload
damage.
there as he grabs 2. He's at 10 HP though. Asking for everything. Showstopper's there. It's a gun save. It's just a save.
Oh,
I mean,
he
I think
hesitated.
he might still have to go for it. They
Yeah.
still have money right now for KRU. They have a chance to make it expensive against G2 as well as just trying to cut noise and force a rotate and maybe isolate a 1v1.
No,
Jogamo was waiting the whole time with the Classic because he knew that he only had 10 HP.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Almost have to go for it there. They'll have the money.
They
It just seems like they're getting
I
squeezed
feel like they
out
keep
of
going
these
for
rounds. It
not
looks
that this
so
one's
close.
as bad as the
G2
other in terms
reaction.
of risky plant, but
Always
they
enough.
keep doing this. I
But
mean,
that
he was
another one
going
to
with the
smoke
spike
at
as
first. I
well,
was like, this has to
and
be
then that
illegal
guy
for
that
me
Leaf
to
kills
hit
has
at
got to go
some
retrieve the spike.
Jeez.
Like every single time they get over
running
towards
out of bullets
C,
because they were so busy spraying the first 2 players here
they're
that
getting
he
so greedy.
almost made it doable. There was an overcommitment from G2. Maybe a showstopper maybe would have saved the round for
like
KRU, but
really
it's still
greedy.
the round for G2 at the end of the day with the op looking towards that front of that B main.
Like it should literally just be
That
bit of
getting shot
util here or
instantly, though,
just
in the front of that B site by Trent.
bite and fight, I
Will
guess.
probably give KRU an
Or just fight on the
inkling
floor.
that it's for the op or playing
We'll
an
just go
aggressive
for the
line, so
plant
they're
here
gonna
and
avoid that
spam
the
back
whole
if they
time
start
here for
spamming.
KRU. We're going back into the tried and true walk up to the orb control because the door hasn't been busted. It's not even red, so they came and spray through it. So G2 is being more reactive on the active information that they're going to hear across the map, the audibles. So there's rotating.
It's funny
door,
that
the vice
what was
wall that's in
working
front
and
of
what they
our
called
eyes.
in the timeout, they go back to what wasn't
opening as well,
working.
potentially.
Right into the
Might
wall.
be because of the Razor though.
That's how safe though. Showstopper's going to be enough to make everybody care on G2 that they have to leave the site, but that means all 5 are ready for the retake, and you are squeezed very tightly into this flash dump utility corner now.
Baby Bay kill would be huge here to get them a steel guard. And look at this push from Heat.
What a bold play this one
Gotta
is.
come up with something. Actually, he's got a great face for one, and then he has control of heaven, so this is going to be huge. They're both going to be shoulder to shoulder. He gets the first kill. Could it be 7-5 here to end that first half? Get a little rinse and repeat
Huge.
from our first map of
Ult is up.
Breeze as we keep trading. KRU in favor right now as only 2 members of G2 stand, and they are split on their entry into the site. Baby Bay still at stairs trying to get in. Jogamo goes
If
down.
he looked over towards tree as
It's
though he had
left
a
up
free
to
kill,
Young.
he kind of got a
What can he
little
do?
unfortunate
Get him
with
in
it.
Walker. No, it's going to be too much. It's going to be too much from KRU.
Five's an
Dante
okay
gets
recovery
that
with
last
where
one,
it was,
and it is
but
going to be a 7-5 first half in favor of G2.
Different. Like they
Love
might
the
struggle
pendulum
here.
swings back and forth on that tree line for both of them being affected for KRU from that steel guard from Baby Bay. I just talked about it, the win con. The overheating from Heat again allowed here G2 to pick up the ult from the Vice, but thankfully they still did enough damage. There was too much of a push from G2 before the ult came out that a couple of them got punished in the end, and KRU stays alive in this fight.
We will see what happens in the second half of Lotus right after this. Don't go anywhere.
If I made that VOD live. How would crew look in? On a scale to crew stage 1 to crew groups. That's messed up. They're looking... It's hard because they messed up their map picks so badly. So I'd have to say it's more crew groups than stage 1. I feel like they look comfier here than they did on Breeze though.
Yes.
What is this?
Alright. Now guys, be honest with me. Who are you here for today?
We low-key here for 100 Thieves, but in this game specific, I'll go G2.
What about you?
Honestly, I just want both teams to have some fun.
But what, like, define fun for you?
OT, all 3 games.
Okay, do you think anyone is going to get a nice
Define
fat ace
fun
today?
for you.
Jagamo's looking kind of crazy right now. I think he gets the ace.
What about you?
I mean, both Neons are kind of crazy. He just shooting straight.
All right. We love to see it. I don't think anyone's going to get an ace.
What's the second game? Nah, we'll raid someone. Not gonna mess up the sleeping pattern yet.
VCT Americas, we're ready to jump into the second half of Lotus, and crew down this time. They're going to look to jump back up. They did have a decent first half of Breeze, so G2 was able to come back. And then G2 is able to start really strong on the first half of Lotus, with crew coming back. So it's a bit of a night and day here, but crew needs to bring us to a third map if they want to keep the series going. All bangers end on split. So let's get to split.
All bangers do indeed end on split, but if it's crew playing split, I'm not too sure. We'll have to see, though. We have to finish this half first, though, to see if G2 could finish this in a 2-0.
What the hell?
But at least
On the main
Crew
broadcast
on
he went from?
first half, they did have a lot of fight towards the end. Getting some nice little fights towards the A robo control where G2 is trying to do in the first place, but it's Baby Bay opening things up onto Dante.
Crazy. He's getting himself into so many situations where
free
that's available
sight.
and coming away with the kill. You understand why there's so much confidence in the beginning of these rounds.
It's a great nade to actually allow him to plant here.
Continue to move towards
You would
A side.
imagine
They
a lot of
still
this
have Leaf
is down to
hanging out,
Leaf.
ready to be the backstab.
Just got to wait it out, too. As soon as G2 realizes...
Wait, where's he going? Around the world?
Moving across, that's where Leaf is going to start activating, who's actually moving all the way back towards spawn as well.
He's going window shopping.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wait, they're looking for him now.
Wait.
Oh, MW0 finds him on the full reset. Crew is everywhere, and they smother G2. Jogamo, right click, one,
Wait,
not
what
going
the
to be
hell
enough.
went down here?
They just
I'm so
eat his
confused why Leaf
bullets,
played it
Heat
like
with
this,
the
but they were on
defuse,
top
get
of
that
him, and I don't know if he
showstopper
ran
on the
early or what.
line,
And then
Crew
they
starts
whiffed
online for the
this.
second half.
Yeah, good on Crew to actually realize or already anticipated a G2 push all the way back towards spawn. That sneak in and tuck in all the way back in that spot was huge. Caught G2.
They heard him on this one, yeah.
Once they realize here that they lost the first fight, the first duel towards the back of the spawn was the... Oh, crap. They're actually
Should've just kept
rotating
the
back
door guy
towards the
busy.
staircase, and we have nobody there. Unfortunate for Trent, who's been so good for this whole series so far. The first duel that he misses in this pistol run allows here for Crew to start snowballing potentially a defensive half.
A big pistol around here to start off for Crew. That's the movement they need. Will they stay in the face of G2?
Crew comp, no info senti. Not saying on this round, because obviously they're eco, they don't want to give them too many guns, but they do have to choose to fight one of these.
Right now, they're just also trying to make Crew feel overconfident.
And it should be a majority of the time.
So far, things are going to stay quite quiet for Crew. They did invest a lot of rifles into this one, 3 Bulldogs. You don't want to lose that really early into the round. As I realize that also for G2, we really didn't have any alerts or information at the beginning of the round here towards the A side. They can't really go back towards A to pick up the orb on that side. So it's one of those moments where you just start cutting noise here and contacting potentially back into a C side plant.
It's like how much also can we make them feel antsy in this gun round?
Yeah, they don't need to, right? They like I said,
The wall pressure on A is pretty good. There's only one at the moment on C.
For a stall and for a retake.
That's the
That
test.
actually
How
stick
calm
around with the
can
gun.
Crew stay
Sticks
here in
around
this
with the gun.
engage? Sadok playing pretty far up on
Okay.
this, but it's only for a shot. He knows the trade of pistols can't be too big, and that play of his life will be the next strategy.
Surprising we didn't give that spike over to Jogmo to plant, though, but at least he still
Hello.
get money.
Hello. Little backstab. Nice upgrade there for Leaf as he starts to come around. Heat with the paint shell. Scores one as he smears the rest of G2 across the map with MW Zera. Leaf and Baby Bay left alive, and now that's just Leaf as he gets mulched up by MW Zera.
Dude, I
3K
was
over
worried
there.
once I got
Nightfall's
that
gonna be going
fast kill when I
online
saw the
too.
2 HP here.
Yeah, and they actually give it to MW.
Good damage.
Sadak had 2 HP remaining after that fight, so that could have been very expensive for Crew moving into the next round. Remember, they invested into 3 Bulldogs. Thankfully, they could salvage at least 2 of them. They're going to put them in still a pretty decent bonus round. Yeah, there's a lot of kill-streak smokes on this map so far.
So many.
But again, that was all opened up into how chaotic that was from the lurk of Leaf, finding his timing onto middle. And that's also the power that G2 identifies, right? We just talked about it going into this map. The double duelist for Crew doesn't allow for them to get the strongest of defensive halves because they can't really have a sentinel committed to anchor up a site, so the lurks could be very good from Leaf.
Less having
I said they want to go aggro C and aggro over towards A. They make it look like they're fighting C, but then they trap play on A. This is pretty good.
Once that sight hit comes in,
Just the fact that Jorgamo's completely owned them. No Senti comp. Takes a walk over towards B, so last round Leaf take a walk over towards B as well. They're just going to take timings everywhere. My guy's in spawn first 30 seconds.
See you guys next round or something like that.
They don't want to tap the spike yet until he's got like full distance.
I don't think he's going to be watching the angles back towards the staircase. I think he should try to find a timing for a backstep instead. But
Good flash on this one. Dude, he's just like, where do I go, man? I have full space. The flash didn't hit.
Yeah, he's staying there. He goes towards stairs or anything. He kind of just resets his flank, and he might get
A lot of this is on less if they want to win.
So he's going back with the team. This
Similar to the Baby Bay round.
On the side of less, if he gets a good door timing, that's really the one we're looking at right now. It's going to be a tough one as the team piles out a Baby door here. Oh, he hits it already. So eyes are looking on both sides. They're able to swarm the site.
I was going to say, imagine he just starts sticking it.
That's exactly what they need from less.
That's a full stick.
Oh my gosh.
They got to move in on it.
Wait a minute. Crew gets the defuse G2.
Full
it
stick.
was right under your nose.
And G2 had everything to know where the hit was coming from. Because while they were actually creating more delays here with snake bites and razor vines into blue room, they also flashed.
It was so weird because Jorgamo didn't know what to do with all the space.
The flank was, or the rotate was coming towards blue door. Until now, the door opens up from the C site and
even the satchel like didn't properly hit him off as well.
Again, all of those smokes useful for Crew to just stick the defuse and steal the round away from G2.
They control of everywhere else.
What a bonus round for them to get against G2 here on Lotus.
I think once this flash hits, he needs to try and get here.
And
then,
on each other's map picks here.
I don't know. Did they even play it wrong and they just full-pass the next sector from here?
As they want to feel what kind of pressure G2 will start the round with.
And remember, Crew won that round with not too much going into the rifles of G2. So that resets the economy on both sides, making this quite an important gun round for G2, if not breaking the economy potentially here, and putting Crew in a comfortable position on defense. And what a shot by Baby Bay.
That was a nasty duck.
Big Joel spike.
Right under his shot. Okay.
Who's next?
Yeah, don't peek down the columns. Stop that.
Oh, great low jump peek.
Still waiting for the wall.
Baby Bay, wait for your teammate.
Still gonna face it. It's no vice. He's just like, yeah, I'll take that. I got teammates behind me. The trust and confidence is there. And they're gonna go ahead. Great play by Dante just to play his life and be a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, those 2 first picks, huge right now, and Dante is able to, trying at least to save the round for the team. Les sprays through the red room door over to Rubble. And yeah, we're just going back and forth here in terms of just showdowns for both of these teams.
20 seconds.
It seems like they know they'll give it to each other in the certain situations. Just a few.
Oh, that's mad. 15 seconds. Got to run with spike now. Mate, I'm not sure you got enough time to do that, Baby Bay. You got to get a knife out. Bro, he's holding for him for a little bit.
Just about over a second. Easy to plant. Where's he go? So they're on both sides. Everybody's coming from a different direction here. Crazy.
Does he get around the corner?
Into the site as they leave it.
This is big. Just
Oh.
flash on tap.
Oh my God.
BBB could swing out on an after, so it hits both of them right now, and BBB finds the timing. Very nice.
Valorant's super
Ready
stressed,
with the
man.
util that late in the round.
As
The
if
paranoia
he
wasn't
swings
even
behind and he
used.
just gets his util
Yeah,
out.
the
There's
protocol
a guy
for
in
it.
front of him
It was to hit
sticking.
both of them. So on the tap.
Oh, I
again.
mean, it wasn't used until then.
Yeah.
Still have it for the situation. and
They
I'm
kind of
sure
just
they
won
were
this because they hit some
expecting
great
game to
shots.
face
Like,
them
these
by
two are
then.
nuts.
Oh my gosh.
Nice turnaround, too. Remember, that was 13 seconds left into the round. Yeah. Sigh of relief for sure, because that was Dante that made it very, very dangerous there for G2 in that previous round. But yeah, it was like a Neon Frontier bundle number 2 ad where everybody was just showdown on every single one of the lines here.
Win
of
this one,
Lotus.
force them down to an eco. G2 should be using their ults. Most common,
Money is looking low now on that side.
Sky ult in the corner,
Bring it back,
follow
still have a
follow
Guardian
wherever
buy-in
the
and rifles
the
for
one
side of
goes.
Crew. Is
Sometimes the
staying
one goes
heavy
site, sometimes the one
lean
goes
towards the
center.
right side of the map here for the react. So that means Sadok's going to be giving out all
Question
the
mark
info
still
here as he gets
created.
flooded soon.
Tadak's committed. He's got to kill one. You'd imagine he's just getting popped from this
Seekers on
Razor.
top of that to go in, so this should be easy for him to get through.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Nice read by Jog.
Very nice, yeah.
Beautiful read by Jog. It
He read
didn't even look
that
like he
so
looked
well.
towards the
And
corner
then
when he
Seeker's
shot
gone
it. He
all
just
the
knew.
way through over towards
No
B as
look
well.
showstopper.
Something the
Rushing
G2,
over.
sorry, something that
Crew
Crew
already
wasn't
set
doing that
themselves
G2
up
do here
towards
is not
the
mess around with the
small side.
plant. Just get a safe plant.
And everybody
Like
on
safe
G2
plant's
is
super
ready
strong
and
if you can again
waiting
hold
with
the
their guns
choke here
pointing
and
towards the
go
top
back a
side of that
site.
site.
I feel like if Crew had done
Flash
that on a
trying to
few of their
displace
C
a
rounds,
few,
they would have
put a little
won.
hot feet in there, but Baby's Bay sitting down for a high-low, and they start to deny the entry into the site.
How are they not using a Nightfall?
I don't know, Crew's making a little bit more space in, but
Very,
they
very
have so
strong.
much they could
great
be
round from
using
Jogama.
here and forego it.
Force them down to an
I'm
eco. They're
very
back in
intrigued
control.
As to why we decide to hold back on the Nightfall for MW0. Because after you realize from the Seekers from G2 rushing into the site, and yeah, look at this pick. While you're still right now being paranoid, you're close range enough so he sees the direction of where Sadak was TPing to, so he just shoots the rocket in that spot. But Crew should have known that this is a full commit, especially with the information that Sadak's getting towards that C site, that they're grouped up into C.
Jogamo here. It was very impressive to not ult him as he saw the TP insta.
Baby Bay is 6 away from dropping 30.
Managed to process it pretty
It's not
fast.
nice. Like, what is going on this game and the situations
Good
that
jump
we're getting
spot.
so many mid-round kills where they're fighting each other in the middle of the map. It kind of sparks out at the beginning of the round, fizzles, and then they just get the lurks to come in so effectively.
If he doesn't get 30 kills, at least he has it in his age numbers.
It's a good push up here. At least Crew has the information on the map to make the informed decisions on B and C. But they haven't seen anything yet other than that first touch and go.
I gotta give it to Crew at least that they always anticipate this type of like, oh, if we jump spot, they might be looking into that angle.
This is some of those times when if Baby Bay has the off-go, it gets scary. So they're okay to do it, but he has a rifle. It's still kind of scary. Takes down less there. They're quickly peeking out with the lower buys just to see if they can get an idea of what's happening. So it's going to be tough for Crew to grab this round as G2 pushes on through.
Trent looks really nice on the sky on this.
Momentum here. Alt points.
Sobi, thanks so much for the tier 1, man. Appreciate the 7 months.
So that could be really a way that Crew starts to edge their way back in after this round.
They do have to definitely.
Baby Bay, yeah, he's
just a little
popping
bit more
people.
cleanly to not give these orbs away here on.
He's
the
fragging
G2.
very
Remember the first
heavy.
snap on Breeze when he did it on their eco round and ran back into the B site and gave so many kills over to Leaf, if I'm not mistaken. And now Crew definitely are staying way back, just to make sure that they die to spike this time around. Get their money right going into a huge round for them because they'll have 5 ults available to work with.
Almost got his ult up. 1 away from Leaf. Crew dies to the spike, as you said. And this is going to be an incredibly big round for Crew. Kind of all the trust and confidence, everything they need if it's not a timeout needs to go into this round.
Oh, was it EMEA?
It's going to be G2 taking control if they don't.
It was just
And you
as
do,
scrappy
right?
as Pacific, I would say.
Have the 5 ults to work with. This is a great
It was a
opportunity for
it was
you
a
to
very
talk to your team
entertaining
here,
day,
being
but
Coach Sonic to
if
Crew
you're
to
like a
make
you're
sure
a
that you don't
high
have to utilize
level
all of the
VALORANT
ults to just get one
enjoyer,
round to try to
I wouldn't
catch up on the
suggest it.
G2.
If you're doing
So
if you're
comes
doing
down
it
to not
for
only,
the fun,
protocols on the ults, but
the
also
enjoyment,
macro,
then
how
it's a
you wanna
good one.
Position yourself here as the invest into an operator for Heat.
It was like very
Remember, when it
entertaining.
comes down to these rounds, he's potentially solo-opping over on that A line from the staircase over towards A. When there's not going to be any noise coming back and committing them to G2, then they can
As an
really
EMEA
start playing
hater, it was
more
a good
numbers
day.
onto,
Yeah,
like,
if you're an EMEA
1-3-1
hater,
setup,
it was
fighting
probably pretty
out of the
fun.
front of that B site, delaying towards that C site and using their ults for the retake. So maybe these could be some of the things that G2 have identified when they looked back at the tape that Crew
Did
utilized
Yoru
against
really
Loud
deserve such a
previously.
hard nerf? Yes. It was
Sea-Josh is
fully
definitely,
busted.
cooking stuff up here with the team.
All right. Back onto the map. Pretty sure that's all Crew can have for timeouts.
Do we
here,
trust
so it
anyone
is
in
up
EMEA
to
and the
these
international
5 ults.
to win?
They might be
Nah.
able to stretch them over the course for the next few rounds here and really.
It would have to
mess
be an
with the
incredible
G2
run.
or, G2
I'm not
rather,
sure anyone's got it in them
economy, because
at the moment.
they have bank right now. They can make a few mistakes. They can try a few things. And they're about to get some ults.
Do you think Sen look good right now? Mate, I haven't even been able to watch Sen yet.
They
always get the last game of the day.
That spot too. So that's going to be the first line of defense that they have, and that dog is going to confirm where the op is. So G2 is going to avoid it to fight the front of that B site and open it up.
Quick aggression. No, they go back in, but Sadak still has the spam down.
Insta spam on that.
That was gonna
Pretty
be
much up
Spike
to
following
Baby
in,
Bay
too,
to take
so
a lot of
quick
space here.
turnaround from Valen here as he even tries to get that
Maybe these two
TP gap sped
act
up.
big, but not commit. Ominal goes in, or did he?
So Baby
Felt
Bay
like he did.
understands they're trying to check the side of the map, and they should be worried about C. So Valen slows down again.
So both.
Almost uses the wall.
Wait, the guy at the
Very
back
effective,
got
but
him.
There's the aim there from Sadak and team. Easy kill for them.
Yeah, that's nice from Dante, though. To go for the slide with the overdrive just to disrupt Baby Bay. We see some players like Luxo, for example, have some very nice little isolated fights from that position.
Do you think Yoru will ever get double flashes back? No.
At least we'll get the plant down for Valen, but you're asking a lot from the IGL here. A 1 versus 4.
It would need like a. They would need to just do a patch where they revert a lot of the stuff that was like very, very strong.
No paranoia, no nothing.
And they
They'll
just
get
make
ult
all
out
the
of this
agents strong.
regardless.
Like with what League of Legends has done now, they brought back
Fantastic. So he
classic
knows where the
mode, it would
slide's
have to be
coming
something
from.
like
He actually
that.
has a chance to just get
Or
some
the biggest
straight-up
patch you've
fights
ever
here in the
seen.
beginning if he can get that slide out right away, but no. Dante's got a quick sidestep there and takes down Valen. A quick
Dude,
defuse
GT have
as
so
well.
much money.
Go right back over to Dante.
Yeah, so Crew's closing that gap. This is a nice look at the very beginning. Some great punish on what they did here towards this front B site. And that's just some raw gun battles that really worked out in terms of Crew's positioning.
League of Legends Classic's been fun. I haven't played it.
And what, only 2
I should
ultimates
probably
used
play
there by
some
Crew?
Nidley.
Correct.
Is
Yeah,
it the
a few more to
broken?
roll in,
I
but
don't
now
know
they
if
have
we've
to
got League of
act
Legends
against
knows it. But is it like the old Nidley
So
where
really
if
do
you
they-
speared and then you
do they
ran
wanna
away, it
open
would
with
do more
Heat,
damage?
As they do, but he has an ops. Do they
'Cause that
open
was
with a
fun.
Nightfall? That's been their late game for the round, so.
It's
lot of
that?
questions.
They're
Oh,
opening
mate,
with
okay,
Leaf
I might
with
have
an
to
op.
play.
And he's posting it up on the
That was
line
so
here to
good,
start.
man.
Yeah, Leaf with an op too. So it's going to be hard angles held by both Heat and Leaf.
Okay, so Satchel from jogging mode to fake the presence on the top of the orbs. So you're trying to force a jump spot to get information on the A line, and Leaf saw the jump, couldn't take the shot, but that's going to have to readjust how G2 is going to reapproach the mid-rounding. So full commitment towards
I'll
the
wait
C
to see me
site
play
to start.
Classic League. How long's it around for? Dude, I got way too many hours on
Just
Nidley, man.
methodical. They know they're going to make noise. It feels like they are confident with the util they can throw in no matter. Really? They just pulled Crew's Nightfall for absolutely Trailblazer.
I mean,
Yeah. Because of the TP that you had here from
it's a
Valen
permanent
onto
mode?
the
Oh,
C site.
right.
Yeah.
I thought it was committed towards that side, so that gives a little bit of a window here for G2 to commit for a fight into
Too
C.
hard and they want to fight.
It's true. They did
Good
have the
shot.
from the shadows to kind
Good
of pull
molly.
the trigger there. You're right. A good shot from Les. They're still deterring G2 from getting some good ground in the site. God, this is getting awkward for everybody right now.
Imagine
Let's
gets
just trying to
another
figure
hit.
out which side they're going to come from.
Dude,
Nice
look at his
protection
help
behind
though.
him from
Everyone's
MW's there,
here.
though, so they're
Should
holding this
Heat not
very
be
smart.
getting a nade in, or are
looks
we?
so
Okay,
good
there we
in the
go.
defense. What a nice job by KRU. Oh, Leaf gets one in the air.
Now this is a save.
G2 should be okay with the damage done because they
After
got
that
two of the
flash,
main
it
ults
could have
out.
been a good pick there on
Just about the next round
to
of winning
Les,
it.
but he flicks right into the shot, half blinded. Now they're chasing down the op. They're chasing down the rifle from Baby Bay as well, who does get a blind kill. He's getting blind kills and smoke kills.
How does he do this? What
How
the
is-
hell,
Dude.
man?
How's he doing all of this?
my
Dude,
gosh.
28 to 13.
He has the same amount of kills as the next two people, Leaf and
It's like
Trent
he's
combined.
smurfing.
Yeah.
You ever tried top in Italy? I'm not a good
That's
top in
important
Italy.
to know,
People
though.
used to
I
AD
think
top
the
in
op
Italy.
shot
That was not
just
me,
got
man.
rang by Leaf over
It's a
here
bit
to
like
deny the
tank.
show
I don't
start
do
from
that.
Heat.
Support in Italy though, oh mate.
Gives the indication here that
I'm all
G2
over
might be
that.
playing this a little bit more slowly on the attack side because of that op.
It's a good timeout. It's an important round.
But yeah, you saw Josh RT pulling out the timeout here. KRU's doing a good job denying the plants here from G2, but also themselves having good protocols on the retake so far in these fights.
Support, you're just fielding
For them to
AP.
grab that
Yeah,
round,
but if you
especially
get
with the
rolling, they
Nightfall
actually
out,
just don't
I
get to
think it would
lane.
spell good things, right? It's like, oh, they use the Nightfall, but to still be able to recoup, retake.
You
in
go
rounds where
Nidalee
they had
Varus,
trouble before,
they're
spells
not getting
good
into
things.
lane.
Especially forcing a timeout from G2 means they're on the right track for KRU here to make sure they can get us to split.
So I'm thinking right now again, KRU is playing with no senties.
Yeah.
And they've cycled some good ults for the last 2 rounds and still have one available for less. If they're going to try to go for the standard, yeah, we could ult towards that C site and try to deny that. Well, there's no senti util to help them out, right? There's no vice wall. There's no chamber.
You were
trip,
cringe,
there's
cringe, bro. I
nothing
have
really.
so many
there's still a
hours
chance for G2 to say, we could
with
take
just
that space
Nidalee only.
and just go for
I would
Baby Bay's ult
hate
from
to
the
get a
3K
tally
they
of
got
how
from the
how
previous
much it
round
is.
and just run over less on that C site. So I'm
Like
expecting
I only
here a
enjoy
slow
playing
start from
Nidalee,
G2
maybe
on
a
the default, and then
Blitzcrank.
they have
That's
across
it.
all 3
Everything
lanes,
else does is
but
not
they
fun.
still have a window
It's at
to attack
least
the C site.
2,000 hours.
Quick from KRU. And they actually disperse inserts, and then they get back to B. Make sure they get through break room. They're
That
at the
is
front
nice.
of the play on every site.
Unless, instead of saying, I'm going to pit that off, I'm going to just walk forward and get a kill. That was nice. Now you're forcing the activate from an ult to fake towards the B site or
Way.
re
Joel on
towards
C.
C. And right now, everything's just being stalled.
That
I
was
think a snake bite just came down from Les. Yeah, that
the
slowed
snake
Whoa.
things up.
bite from last.
Oh, the puffing's
Prowler
nuts.
basically fizzles
Considering
out
nowhere
Vice
smoke,
ultimate.
that
They went over
puffing's
towards B, and now
absolutely
G2's
mad.
getting themselves to the left. So they've been able to separate the map with all that and give themselves time over here. And Baby Bay is still
Huge kill.
working that lurk position right towards.
Man, I'm not sure anyone needs to make a play if Baby Bay's doing this. Big flash though, that was cool.
That's nice.
Go around
That
the
might
corner
deny
as
here the
well.
opportunity for KRU to roll back in with
It's not
the
a good
Vice
plan,
ult.
so does Baby
Comes
Bay
down
need
to
to
this
get
backstab
involved?
once again from Heat with
Just
the
checking that the
operator.
door's been open and no one's
Onto
pushed through.
Giacomo.
Oh, cleans up the head punch there. Heat with
Still
one,
not
an
planted for
operator,
him.
and 2, he's going to be able to grab the Vandal. Let's see how prime he can be in this situation. Tries to get a bit of displacement from the blast pack, but he knows he basically has to get a 180 shot into this, and the team says not
Fair
worth
play,
it
man.
just yet. Grab that op again and get out of there.
Yeah, ends
Dude,
up
this
being
was
a
great
very nice
coordination
razor
from
line being
Jogamo and
thrown
Trent
by
on this.
Baby Bay just on the top of the boxes, not allowing the rotate to happen.
It's doing
from
insane what Baby
Heat.
Bay's doing.
Because if not, he's running out of HP, running out of time, and Trent's going to be easy
Judge
for
Enjoyer and broken Nidalee
the
main.
confirmed kill against his opponent. But G2
Yeah.
finally finding something out of the timeout, putting themselves back
It's the most fun, man.
at this map point. Oh, sorry, in the lead in this map. That said, though, with Les not utilizing his ult on that previous round, he could use it now this time around. There's no big ults to push him out. Actually, there's a showstopper
Beef
from
buys an
Bible.
attack op.
Another push. Now KRU
Overwatch?
kinda
Nah,
fades
I only played
the
McCree.
fact that they're going to push.
That was
They
it.
don't actually do it this time. See if they can get a bit more util out, and they are successful at that.
Okay, so that smoke being thrown aggressively is cleared out by the Trailblazers. So by pulling up the Viper wall, you're still creating a sense of urgency that G2 is still moving in towards Rumble. So he keeps a couple of players still from KRU anchored up towards this A site.
Respectable, eh?
Still setting up
Cancelled?
for 3 players pretty
I didn't
much
even know why
watching
they changed the
orb
name
area,
of it.
at the A site. can they punish less here?
It becomes the wait for a pick game, and we're about to get a possibility of that right here.
Why'd you play the most unethical characters?
Gets out safely.
Mate, Blitzcrank is not unethical.
Coattails. It's going to be a shot towards Waterfall, and he does find less through the smoke. A bit too much of a push as Dante is ready, but the scramble for C is on.
Oh, what a kill that is. Dude, what's Dante doing though? On his own, trying to make a hero play. That hits as well, 8 HP. Like, is he not tunnel visioning a little too hard on that?
Oh, again with the util mid-sight. And Leaf takes advantage of it that time. Just waiting for the peak. G2 looking for game point here with 8 HP on MW0.
Yeah, this is, he made noise too. It's over. No. Fall back, save your weapon. Just play for the OT now.
Saw the shoulder there too. The drop smoke almost gave him the kill they were looking for, and it is going to be again
it's a big round from Leaf.
Deja vu from just last round too. Heat taking the same pathing
Massive
out,
impact
and
with the up
G2
here.
taking the same site for a round.
And I like that from Jogimo too. Just pulling the
They were meant to
showstopper
send it,
early
but did the
in
others
case
get tracked
he's
by
able to
you
catch
two or
one,
not?
off guard here behind Mountain if there was more than one player, but then just runs out with his knife out to close that gap, get that second satchel in to really take down less with the showstopper, nullifying the
He was
Viper's
named
pit on
after a
that end.
creepy developer, so they had
I
to
think
change
most
the name.
importantly, too, is
Oh,
the position from
okay.
Leaf with the operator. Man, he was there to save all of his team as they're pushing forward for Crew to try to retake that site. 2 big op shot kills.
And it becomes a different position, right? I mean, he's been rifling all game. The past handful of rounds, he grabbed the op, but it's riding a bike for him.
Yeah.
Whatever he's shooting, he knows where to be and what is needed of him.
All right.
That's the beauty of Leaf being able to play that
goes
flex
in it.
player that Jogimo was just mentioning to Liz here.
Exactly.
In between the maps, he could play whatever we need him to be, Viper or Senti, and even play the op. Here comes a walk down though from Heat with the operator and a fight towards the rubble.
Speedy Sadak is traded out, though. They still go for a few more.
Leaf, mate.
They're still trading.
Leaf's like,
Oh,
Les,
the
what is
one-way
Les
Baby
doing?
Bay plays that advantage nicely, and now it's just 2, an operator and a Spectre for Dante.
And that's just a quick ante as well from G2, knowing that on defense, Les likes to find timings and positioning on the pushes, and Baby Bay was just holding it the whole time.
One way.
But do they expect the second push forward from Dante
30
just around
to
the corner
13.
at that C mound?
Baby Bay.
It seems that is the case. You'll play the numbers, play the group, and try to hit towards this B site. Give that plant for Trent, play inside that pit, get the Seekers out, potentially a GG here.
Allowing that op to be the first shot. Quick kill,
man, the op
if not the swing.
had some impact here.
It's really methodical in the layers that they're trying to process this.
He could ult and throw it over towards Baby Bay, but he's just hitting every shot there. I feel like he's just feeling it.
Where do they hide? Is it all together? Seekers out with that plant.
Good Seekers take all that
So
space
nobody
over towards
chases a
heaven.
Seeker, but they are going to set up in different spots.
Not the best plant ever, though, so they kind of have to still hold on to main, though it's fully done.
That's 30.
That's Heat coming in with
31, right?
Another one. Just denial everywhere. Snake
One
bite
for
down,
every year.
Vice util down.
Wait, how old is he again?
I mean, Heat's walking on glass to even try to get this one down, Vansili. And he's going the other way right now. So he's going to
pick up a rifle.
Can I get a rifle in this situation? Oh, my word. 6 bullets, by the way.
He just turned 31. Okay, we spun him.
Someone didn't pay for the ammo. It's going to be too much. That's on fast beep already. He's hanging out. He's playing for stats. He's out. He's safe, everybody. Don't worry about it. G2 take the map in 2. 30 bomb. 3-0 from Baby
Not what you want to see, chat. Not what you want to see.
In this 2-0
Still shout out to Baby Bay, man. He had
a great second
one
match
hell of
for
a
both
map.
teams as Crew was really trying to find their